Greetings everyone, in this video I will show you how to install and use ComfyUI on your computer. Moreover, I will explain most important fundamentals of ComfyUI. Then I will show you how you can use SDXL with ComfyUI without Refiner and with Refiner. Then I will show how you can use SDXL with LoRAs like you are seeing right now. This is a LoRa that is trained on myself. Hopefully my next tutorial will be about this, how to train LoRas with SDXL. Then I will show how you can use inpainting with SDXL as you are seeing right now. Then I will show how to install and use ComfyUI on a free Google Colab with SDXL. Then I will show you how you can install and use ComfyUI on RunPod with SDXL support as well. So I have prepared a very detailed GitHub Readme file. All of the commands and links that you are going to need will be posted here. Moreover, if something gets changed in the future, I will update this Readme file so you will always have up-to-date instructions. The link of this file will be in the description of the video and also comment section of the video. So let's begin with installing on our PC. PC installation is very easy. Just click this link. In here you will see releases page and direct download link. I will click direct download link. This is a 7-zip file. So the download is completed. You see it is here. Let's show in folder. Cut the downloaded file. It is 1.4 gigabytes. Move into any folder where you want to install. I will install it inside my F drive. Right click and extract here. Since this is a 7-zip file, you need WinRAR or 7-zip to extract it. I have put the WinRAR link here. Just open it and download WinRAR X64 version and install it. The files are extracted. This is all you need to do for using ComfyUI, but before using it, let's also update. So enter inside update folder and click update ComfyUI.bat file, and it has updated. This readme file is important. It gives you some of the information. You should use update of ComfyUI with dependencies only if you are having issues. Moreover, if you have NVIDIA GPU, run with NVIDIA GPU. If you don't have NVIDIA GPU, run with CPU. I don't know if it is supporting AMD GPUs. So I will begin using ComfyUI with NVIDIA GPU. However, we don't have any checkpoints yet. So go inside ComfyUI, go inside models. Here you will see checkpoints. We need to put checkpoints here. I have added realistic vision version for direct download link. So let's click and download it. You see the download started. I will also use the best VAE file. Let's also click and download it. You can download models from Sweet AI or from Hugging Face. I prefer to use Hugging Face for downloading models. When you click models, it will list you models. In here, for example, go to Stable Diffusion 1.5 version. You will see a label like this, Stable Diffusion. When you click it, it will list you all of the trending by default Stable Diffusion models like this. You can also sort it by other things. I am not preferring Sweet AI because it is extremely saturated. Therefore, I prefer downloading my models from Hugging Face. And let's say you want to download Dreamlight Photoreal. Enter here, go to files and versions. In here, look for the Safe Tensors file and download the biggest Safe Tensors files. Usually for downloading, click this link and the download will start. But the main purpose of this tutorial is for Stable Diffusion X Large. So we need to download Stable Diffusion X Large model. How you are going to do it is that you need to have a Hugging Face account. So if you don't have an account, click here and join. If you have an account, click here and log in. After that, this is really important. Currently, the Stable Diffusion X Large version is only available as research purposes. So you need to open both of these links and accept their terms and services. Then click files and versions here and then click this download icon to download SDXL base version. Also download the Refiner version from files and versions. You see SDXL Refiner version. Just click and download. Let me show you the currently downloading files. SDXL refiner is 5.7 GB. SDXL safe tensors base model is 12.9 GB. We are also downloading Dreamlike Photo 2 GB. This is pruned version. Our VAE file is downloaded. Also, Realistic Vision version 4 is being downloaded with 4 GB. All downloads are completed. Let's first copy the VAE file. This VAE file is necessary for Stable Diffusion 1.5 version. So I will cut it, move into our installation folder, which is here, ComfyUI, inside here models, inside here VAE, and paste it there. Then our model files are also here. Let's select all of them and cut them. Then move to the models, move into checkpoints. This is where you need to put the model checkpoint files. Either they are safe tensors or either they are CQPT files. If you have a LoRa file, then you need to put the LoRas here. If you have hypernetworks, you need to put them here. If you have embeddings, you need to put them here. This is also supporting diffusers as well, then you need to put them here. Once you have put the necessary model files, just run with NVIDIA GPU. It won't install anything and it will start this UI immediately. So let me clear it. Okay, when you clear the UI, it is like this. This is a node-based UI. It is a little bit hard to use if you are accustomed to automatic 11.11 web UI. So click load default and it will load the default workflow. By default workflow, you see our base models here. Currently, Realistic Vision version 4 is selected. This is ST 1.5 version based model. It is able to generate very cool images with 768 and 768. So I changed the resolution here. This is a default text that it comes. So this is our seed. Based on seed, the generated image will change. Control after generate. So it will change the seed every time you generated an image. Number of steps to generate image. The CFG value to generate image. Sampler name. You can see the samplers here. For Stable Diffusion 1.5 models, I prefer A as sampler, scheduler normal, denoise. Normally, we use denoise for image to image, but in text to image, we are also using it because of the structure of the Stable Diffusion model. But when we use text to image, it is by default 1. Why? Because we are turning the latent noise into a full image. Therefore, denoise 1 is necessary. It is going to use this VAE decode and the VAE is provided from the model itself. However, if you want to use the VAE that you have downloaded, so right click here at node. In here you will see many options. So we are going to use loaders, load VAE. In here you see our downloaded VAE is selected. So all we need to do is change this VAE to here like this. So VAE decode will use the VAE we selected. You can of course always use the model embedded VAE, but if you want to use specific VAE, this is the way. So save image. This is going to save our image. The save file naming is pretty different. So you need to define a prefix if you wish. Let's define as Realistic Vision. So all of the images we generate will have the file name prefix of Realistic Vision. The very cool thing of Comfy Web UI is the QA system. I like it very much. So let's QA this. It is added to the QA. By the way, if you want to increase the batch size, let them increase. You can increase it here. So let's QA another one. So you see now we have another QA. Let's say I also want to test this sampler name, QA it. Let's say you want to test the CFG, QA it. Let's say you want to test steps 25, QA it. You see they are all being added to the QA. Then you can see the QA here. This is very cool. You can change the settings. You can change the prompt like fast car, add to QA. You see you can do anything you wish, add to the QA, and everything will be processed according to the QA. You see the previews are displayed here. I think we can expand this. Let's expand it. You see when you expand it, you will see them bigger. You can also zoom in and zoom out for zooming in and for zooming out. I keep pressing the left control button on my keyboard and I am using my mouse wheel. So let's say you want to save this workflow. Here you can just click save, give it a name as realistic vision, for example, click OK. The file will be saved as a JSON file. Then you can load this JSON file. You can share it. It is only 6 kilobytes. However, this is not also necessary. The files are saved inside ComfyUI folder inside output. So all of the images generated will be saved here, and these images have metadata of your configuration. So you can drag and drop and load all of the workflow by using these images. This is really convenient, and these are the generated images. For example, let's clear our workflow. Let's drag and drop one of the image, and you see all of the workflow of that image is loaded with its seed value. So basically when we query again, we should get the same image generated again. All of the settings are here, selected model and selected VAE and everything. But how are you going to use SDXL? You can add the nodes yourself one by one, but it is really hard. There is a learning curve, and examples of ComfyUI are shared here. You can open this link and you will see the examples here. But I also shared some of the workflows in my GitHub file. So SDXL1 is the base file that has both refiner and base model. How you are going to use it? Right click and save link as. It will download the image. Let's download it as SDXL111. Okay, it is saved, and drag and drop into your ComfyUI, and our Stable Diffusion X/SDXL workflow is loaded. So this may look a little bit confusing and hard to understand, and yes, it is like that. But when you look all of the elements one by one, you can understand it actually. It begins with base latent image, which is a noise. By default, SDXL is supporting 1024 and 1024. Therefore, our generated image settings are set here as a latent noise. Then we enter our prompts. So this is the prompt that I have decided: masterpiece, realistic photo, expensive sports car. You can type anything. This is our negative prompts. And here our models are selected. We have refiner, you see SDXL refiner, and we have base model, SDXL base model. Then we have our samplers. For example, this is the sampler of the base model. These are the settings that I find better. Sampler name, DPMPP2S ancestral, number of steps 30, CFG 7. Then we have refiner. Now the refiner is image to image, we know from automatic 1111 web UI. So it will get the base image generated by the base model, then it will improve it. So we have denoise 25% here. You need to change this and see which one is working best for you. Number of refining steps by default 15, the seed and the sampler. So let's generate several images. First, I create the first item, then let's make the denoise 30%, create the second item, then let's make the denoise 20%, create the third item. You see, I can add everything to the query very quickly, and it will do everything automatically with the order. You can also see the query from view query here. And let's say you want to generate 100 images with the current settings. So what you need, click these extra options and set the batch count. So it will generate the number of times your settings. Let's make this as 5 and query. So you see it has added this workflow 5 times to the query. This batch size is one by one executed. If you want to generate multiple images at the same time, then you need to increase this batch size here. Currently, while recording video with NVIDIA Broadcast open and also some other applications, this is my VRAM usage. It is working very well. If you have 8 GB VRAM, I think you should be able to use maybe even with 6 GB. I haven't tested it, but you should be able to use SDXL very well on your computer. The speed is not that great. Currently it is 1.5 IT per second for RTX 3090. This is when base model is generating. Let me zoom in. So 1.5 IT per second when generating base image, and when doing Refiner, it is even slower, 1.4 IT per second. Automatic 1111 is also working on implementing SDXL, and I think it will be much faster than this. So our images are being saved here with refiner output and also base output. You see, you define the file name prefix from here. Whatever you define will be used as a prefix of the generated images. And image quality of SDXL is amazing. You see here another image. You see it even has the reflection. It is not very correct, but it is here. It is amazing. So the base image is here. And here we see the refined image. You see it is amazing. A lot of details and quality has been added to the image. It is much more clear. The blurriness has gone. It is looking much better than the base image. You can also delete the pending QA or you can cancel the currently running QA from here. And let's say you want to disable refiner. How you can do that? You need to move these icons here as you are seeing. So you need to open some space. Okay, let's move them. Let's checkpoint. Let's move them. Okay, we are opening some space. So how refiner is working? You see this is the sampler of refiner. So what we need to do is we need to cancel this sampler to be working. How we are going to do that? We can disable this refiner and we can disable this sampler. How did I do it? While pressing left control, hit M key and it will disable the node. So where you can find these shortcuts, I added a shortcuts link here. Open it. You will see all of the shortcuts. You see mute, unmute, selected nodes, select all nodes, load workflow, save workflow, and other shortcuts are all shared here. And since I have disabled these two nodes, the refiner will not be executed, but now it shows us an error because this node is supposed to be executed. Therefore, we need to also disable it. And let's query again. Now it is telling me that I also need to disable this node. And now all of the nodes are disabled. It will only generate the base image. Okay, now it should work very well. The base image is selected. We can query more. It is querying 5 times because we have batch count 5. So this is how you disable nodes, or for enabling back them, select them and hit Ctrl M and they will get enabled again. What about if you want to use LoRa or inpainting with SDXL with ComfyUI? I also shared 4 other workflows for them. Let's begin with SDXL inpaint. So right click, save link as, download as you wish. Let's say SDXL inpaint. Then let's go back to our UI, cancel all of the pending operations. Just drag and drop the image here and you will see the workflow is loaded. It is not very organized. This is what came up with. So this is base model. And how you are going to do inpainting? You need to choose your file to inpaint. Let's pick a file. Let's go to our ComfyUI generated images inside output folder. Let's look at them bigger size. Okay, let's try refined image. I will use this one. So this is the image that we are going to inpaint. Which part you may be wanting to inpaint? So right click here and you will see open in mask editor and it will load masking screen. With using mouse wheel you can increase or decrease the size of the inpainting circle. You can also change the thickness from here. Let's mask this area. If you hit clear, it will clear the mask. Okay, I will just mask this area, save to node. So you see now we have masked area. You can also upload mask, I think, but I didn't look for it yet. So I will use this masked image. Then we need to change our prompt. So currently this is a positive prompt. Let's type something there. For example, an emblem of Lamborghini on a car. I don't know how it will work. This is a pretty small area. We have the settings here. Okay, now denoise is very important. Based on denoise, it will change the image. I don't know which one would work best. You need to test. Moreover, there is one more important setting here. This is grow mask by. This is like the padding pixels of Stable Diffusion Automatic 1111 Web UI image to image inpainting. So I make this 64 pixels. You can also change it and you can give a new name here, for example, inpainted image, and okay, and hit query. Now it added 5 query. By the way, since we are using fixed seed, they will be all same. So let's make this as different. Let's change this to randomize and hit query again. When you click here, you will see all of the options. So you can click these input boxes and you will see the value enterings. You can also select them from here or by using these arrow keys as you are seeing. So it may get really confusing in the output folder. Right click, sort by date, and you will see the last generated image in the beginning. So this is our inpainted. Okay, I see. Yes, nice. It is looking pretty decent. You see the emblem is added here. So this is how you do inpainting with SDXL. So what if you want to use Refiner as a base model instead of the base model? Click here and select Refiner from here. With this way, you will use Refiner model as an inpainting model. That's it. So how you can use LoRa with SDXL? I also have a workflow for that. Right click, save link as SDXL LoRa PNG. So let's drag and drop our image to here and our LoRa workflow will get loaded. So the difference is that we are adding a load LoRa node anywhere we wish, and we connect the model of base to the LoRa model like this. We connect the clip to the LoRa model like this. And instead of from model to clip text encode, we change the direction from LoRa to clip text encode like this, as you are seeing. If you look for how the nodes are connected, you start to understand the working logic of ComfyUI. Actually, this gives you more freedom and more options. However, it is really hard to understand at the beginning, so you really need to look carefully how the nodes are connected to each other. So with this way you can use LoRa. This is a LoRa of myself. I have done over 15 trainings. So you see my testing LoRas are here. I am using ComfyUI for doing LoRa training, and I am trying to find the best workflow for training yourself with extreme realism. Hopefully after this video it is my next video, so stay tuned, stay subscribed. So this is the way of loading LoRa, nothing else you need. The LoRa model output goes to our sampler and that's it. So this LoRa exists in another folder. I will copy one of the LoRa, for example test 8, and let's put it into our new installation, which is here, ComfyUI, models, LoRa's. Okay, I pasted here. So when I click here, it won't be displayed. So I need to refresh my page. And after that, I need to click it and you will see the file is here. Now I can generate myself. Actually, I'm going to do that right now. Okay, we have this prompt. So let's quit. In ComfyUI, it will highlight in the which node it is doing processing right now. So we are at the sampler node right now. After that, it will decode with VAE and we will see the image here. Whatever is happening will be displayed on the command line instance of the ComfyUI, so you can see the messages here. If you get error, you should look here. Okay, you see this is me according to the prompt. This is decent. This is not the best, but this is decent. I am still working on the best workflow for training LoRa models with SDXL, and hopefully it will be on the channel very soon. So let's say you want to learn more about how to use ComfyUI. As I said, you can look the examples posted here, for example, image to image. Let's open it. You will see that they will display the workflow for image to image here. This file is actually containing the workflow metadata. So right click, save image as, save it as your download folder. Go to your download and drag and drop the image and it will load the workflow displayed there like this. So with this way, you can download these examples and load them if you wish. This is extremely convenient way. ComfyUI also has a Discord channel-like system, so open their main GitHub repository. Go to the very bottom In here, you will see their chatting system support and development channel. It is matrix space. I already joined it. It is free to join. When you open it, you will get the rooms like this. Join the rooms and you can ask questions to the developer and other experts of ComfyUI. They can give you feedback. They can give you workflow files. You can load and use them as you wish. Now I will show you how to install and use ComfyUI on Google Colab, a free Google Colab. Click this link. It will open you this Google Colab page. Click connect. Once you are connected, click here and verify that you have GPU RAM, which means you are assigned to a GPU. If you don't have a GPU, you can change the runtime from here. Click it and select Python from here, GPU from here, and this is the GPU type. Since I am on a free account, I am not able to select these other GPUs and hit save. You can use Google Drive to save your files, upload them, save them, or if you don't use Google Drive, they will be saved in here. Left click here. This is runtime repository. Everything here will get deleted when you terminate your runtime. From here, click here and disconnect and delete runtime, and everything here will get deleted forever. Okay, the setup is pretty easy. First, run this cell, click run anyway. Wait until it is fully executed. You will also see new folders are appearing here. It will also display the progress in the bottom of this cell as you are seeing right now. This is the progress. It is downloading everything and installing everything. You see the ComfyUI appeared here. When I refresh, I will also see whatever is coming new. Okay, the cell execution has been completed. It took only 33 seconds. Now we can move to the next point. Here they have added quickly download links. If you want to download any of these certain models, just remove the dash in front of them and they will get downloaded. So by default, they are downloading SD 1.5 version. Let's say you want to use realistic vision. So how you are going to use it? Type realistic vision Hugging Face to your Google. Go to the realistic vision. In here, click this username. That is the person who uploads realistic vision models. Select the realistic vision version that you like. Go to files and versions. In here, use the biggest file with safe tensors. Right click this download icon, copy link. And then all you need to do is copy this command, paste it. So it is copy pasted. Then let's copy the link again because it is gone. Okay, delete this file. And that's all you need to do. Now it will also download realistic vision. Actually, let's disable the other download and let's just download realistic vision as a beginning. So you see it will also download the best VAE file. And there are many other models they have added. So I will just download these two models. They will automatically get downloaded into the correct folder with wget command. Actually, we can open the ComfyUI in here models. In here, we will see checkpoints. And you see they are getting downloaded. You can also see the download progress here. It is very fast, over 200 megabytes per second, and the models are downloaded. So this is the way of downloading models, but we want to use SDXL. So how are we going to download it? The procedure is totally same. So let's return back to our GitHub file, open the SDXL base files. So this was the base file. Let's go to files and versions, right click, copy link. And this time, let's change this file link into SDXL file. Let's also copy paste it one more time like this. Let's also open the refiner. Okay, files and versions, right click the save tensor copy link. And let's also change this link. Okay. But will this work? No, this won't work because these files are behind a verification. Research agreement. So what you need to do is you have to generate token. How are you going to do that? This is my profile. Click your profile link, click settings. In here you will see access tokens. Okay, go to access tokens, new token, test, read, selected, generate, copy the token to clipboard. And also memorize your username from here. Then go back to the GitHub Readme file. In the bottom of the Readme file, you will see these commands that I have shared. So actually copy this link. We will replace this link with that, like this. And in here, we will change username to the username of Hugging Face. And also we need to copy our token again and paste the token here, and it is done. So the same thing applies to the below link as well. So copy this part that starts from Hugging Face and paste it here. So you see it has become exactly same. By the way, I also need to use extra wget command. So you see this is the final version of downloading the SDXL models with wget. Then click this play icon again. In the bottom we should see they will get downloaded. You see it started download SDXL model to the Google Colab. When we refresh our folder, we should see them in the checkpoint. Yes, they are coming. Okay, both files are downloaded. It didn't download the previously downloaded file again. Now we can start using ComfyUI on a free Google Colab. So just click this play icon. This is the suggested way of using it and it is working. I tested it previously, just patiently wait. So you see it has enabled automatically high VRAM mode because my GPU has more VRAM than my computer RAM, because the computer RAM is, you see, lesser than the GPU RAM. Then all you need to do is open this link and copy this IP. This is really important. Select it, Ctrl C to copy and paste it here. You can also look and type it and click submit in the opened page. Then it will open the ComfyUI. This is really slow when compared to our computer. Okay, in the first time it didn't load properly, so I will just refresh. Okay, still I can't see. So let's try with load default. Okay. Okay, it says that cannot read properties. Okay, it just came. Nice. Nice. It is loaded. You see by default it has selected realistic vision and I also see other models. Let's do a test with realistic vision. So click quit. It is quit. We should see the messages here. Yes, we are seeing. This is the GPU RAM being used. Okay, we are still waiting for the output. Okay, it started to load the model. I see the GPU RAM is increasing. Okay, now we are seeing the IT per second. It is 7 IT per second. And then we should see the image here. It will be slower than computer, obviously, because the data will be transferred. We are still waiting. Okay, image arrived. Now you can right click and open image in a new tab and you can save it if you wish. Alternatively, it will be saved in this left part. You see, I click here. This is our runtime. In here, output, and our image is saved here. You can double click it and open it. You can right click and download. If I have selected Google Drive, I think these files would be saved inside my Google Drive, and by default I would be having all of them. So let's try SDXL on Google Colab. This was the image that we downloaded from my GitHub file. Let's drag and drop it. Okay, it is loaded and let's try. Okay, hit query. By the way, currently we are trying to use Refiner as well, but it should work, I think. Let's just patiently wait. Okay, GPU RAM usage is increasing. Currently it is loading the checkpoint. You see it is highlighted. Loading is also taking time. It is also displaying the messages here while loading. Okay, then it is going to start generating image. It is 1.5 seconds per IT and using 8.4 GB VRAM right now. The first image has been generated. Now it should appear here. Yes, we can see the image. Now it will try to generate refined image. The GPU RAM usage is increasing. Okay, it has loaded refiner model as well. Now using 12 GB VRAM. So if you want to use this on a low VRAM machine like 8 GB having VRAM, then you need to have higher system RAM so that the models will be loaded onto RAM and you will be able to use it. Okay, this time it is 1.8 seconds per IT and it is also generated and the image is here. Now it should also appear here as well. Okay, it has appeared here as well. What if we want to download this entire folder? So right click, copy path. Then I will open ChatGPT and ask to the ChatGPT, give me a Google Colab code that will download the following folders. Okay, I copy pasted it. It is giving me the code, copy code. Then click here, add code, paste the code, and hit execute. But since this execution is permanent, this part of the code won't be executed. So let's terminate this. Once we terminate this, our ComfyUI will stop. Then we can download the entire folder. Let's play. Okay, we have got some errors, so we need to fix them. So for fixing, I will just copy this message and give it back to the ChatGPT. It will give me updated code, copy it. I am showing all of this so you will also learn. Then hit play icon again. Okay, we got a download link, but this link is not working. So this is saved inside content download, which should be somewhere around here. Yes. So this second file is the download. Click download. And now you can download all of the images. So I have generated this download code on my Patreon post. You will see the link here. When you open it, in the very bottom you will see download colab.txt. Click it, it will download the txt file. Open it, you will find the entire code. Copy it, then go to the very bottom of the page. You will get plus code icon here when you hover your mouse. So add a code. Alternatively, from here, insert code cell, you see, insert code cell, copy paste the code and play, and you will get the download zip of the entire generated images like this. So why I share here? Because I need your support with Patreon. This Patreon post is also including auto installer script for RunPod. Now I will show you RunPod installation. For ComfyUI RunPod installation, I prepared an automated script and also step-by-step instructions. Let's begin with automated script. So register or login your RunPod from this link. Click login. Go to Community Cloud. The ComfyUI and SDXL working very well on RTX 3090, which is only 29 cents per hour. So click deploy. In here, type test. You will see RunPod fast Stable Diffusion template. This is important. Select it. You can also customize deployment and increase your volume disk size if you wish. So just click continue. Click deploy. Why I am using this template? Because this template has the necessary files to install and run, and it is also very lightweight and easy to use. Just patiently wait until it is loaded. Okay, you see this was very fast. Why? Because it was previously cached probably by someone else. So click connect, click Jupyter Lab. If you don't know how to use RunPod, I have this master tutorial. Why master? When you open it, you will see it is over 100 minutes, and when you expand the description, you will see all of these chapters. This video will significantly help you to learn how to use RunPod. Okay, we have connected our Jupyter Lab. So open this Patreon post, click here and download ComfyUI.sh file. Alternatively, in the very bottom, you will see attached files. You can also click here and download it. Then in your Jupyter Lab, click this upload icon, select ComfyUI.sh file. You will see it here. Then all you need to do is copy this, open a new terminal, paste and hit enter, and it will install ComfyUI fully automatically for you. Let's also start another machine for manually installing ComfyUI. Deploy. I will do the same fast Stable Diffusion. Continue deploy. Let's name this machine as manual like this, and the other machine will be auto like this. Okay, manual is also getting loaded. You don't have to do anything else for automatic installation, just running the initial command. Okay, manual machine is ready. Let's connect from Jupyter Lab. So I also prepared a very detailed instructions for manual installation as well. But if you support me on Patreon, I would appreciate that very much, because my YouTube revenue is very bad. Your Patreon support is tremendously important for me. Okay, Jupyter Lab started. So first we need to move into workspace. We are already in that. So start a terminal. You see this is where we are. Copy this, hit enter, and it will clone. Then you need to move into ComfyUI. So for moving into ComfyUI, refresh folders here, ComfyUI, and open a new launcher here and terminal. You see now we are inside ComfyUI. Copy this code, copy paste and hit enter. It will generate a new virtual environment. Then we need to move inside virtual environment folder. So You will see the virtual environment folder here. Enter inside it V and V. Open a new terminal. Copy this command. Paste and hit enter. Now this virtual environment is activated. Then we need to execute this command. Copy paste and hit execute. Wait until it is completed. RunPod automatic ComfyUI installer will also download best VAE file and realistic vision model and SDXL models automatically for you, so you don't need to do anything for them as well. Okay, we can continue with manual installation. As a next step, we need to install. This will install latest Xformers. This is also a special command that I have searched and found for you. So you see it has installed development 564 version of Xformers. Then we need to copy this and execute it. Then we will install requirements, copy, execute. I am installing requirements while the virtual environment is activated. This is really important. Sometimes you are skipping this step, therefore the applications on RunPod or Google Colab is not working. Okay, it has been installed. Now we need to move into VAE folder. So let's move into VAE folder from here. ComfyUI, models, VAE. Open a new terminal. Copy this command. This will copy the VAE and download it into this folder, you see. And then we can also download realistic vision. So copy this command. Move into checkpoints folder here. We are not able to enter inside it, unfortunately, so let's open a new terminal, copy paste it. The model will be downloaded in here. This is weird. I don't know why I am not able to enter inside checkpoints folder, but this is happening. Once the file has been downloaded, drag and drop it into checkpoints like this. And now it is inside checkpoints, but I am still not able to see checkpoints folder. That is very weird. Probably this is a bug of JupyterLab. However, you can open a new terminal here and move into checkpoints like this. And you can type dir and it will show you what is inside this folder like this. Meanwhile, automatic installation has been fully completed. So for using ComfyUI on RunPod after installation, copy this command entirely, open a new terminal, paste the command and hit enter, and it will start the ComfyUI. Just patiently wait. Okay, it is started. Once you see this message, it means it is started. Go back to your My Pods and in here click connect. Click connect to HTTP service 3001 port. And now we will get the ComfyUI interface. It is loading. Okay, it has been loaded. It has been loaded with Realistic Vision version 4. Just click query and you can see the progress in this new terminal that you have started, and it was super fast. You see it was 18 IT per second. Let's load our SDXL. So from downloads, drag and drop this PNG. SDXL is loaded. Let's query and let's see the speed of SDXL. So it is going to load the SDXL model. It is loading everything. Meanwhile, we can see the pod utilization from this screen. So currently it is using CPU. Okay, wow. So base SDXL model, it was 1.98 IT per second. And now it is doing refiner. Refiner was 1.77 IT per second. You see how faster when compared to free Google Colab. And we should see images here. Yes, they are now here. On RunPod, downloading is much more easier. Enter inside ComfyUI, then click this plus icon, open a new terminal, type runpodctl send and type the name of the folder that you want to download, which is output. It will give you a link like this. Then open a CMD wherever you want to download, copy paste it, and it will download inside that opened folder like this, as you are seeing right now. By the way, for this to work, for runpodctl to work on your computer, watch this tutorial and you will learn how to use runpodctl on your computer. Alternatively, without using runpodctl, right-click this folder, download as an archive. It will download it. However, if you have too many images, then it will be very slow. Okay, we can continue with our manual installation. So where we were left in this part where you need to download SDXL. So you need to have a Hugging Face account. I already explained this in the Google Colab part, but let's say you just jump to RunPod part. So I will explain again. You need to open these two links and accept terms and services. Click the links to open them. Once you have accessed the files and versions, go to your account, go to settings. In here, you have to generate access token. So go to access token, new token, test2. You can give any name, generate token. Copy the token, open a new notepad file, copy paste it like this. Then copy the first command written here, paste it into your notepad. Check out your username from here. This is my username, Monster MMORPG. Then change the username here and copy paste the token here. Then copy this command and you need to now download it into checkpoints. So now we are inside checkpoints. Just copy paste it and it will download the SDXL into the checkpoint. Then repeat the same progress for Refiner as well. After this, you are ready to use it on RunPod because installation is completed. Just run this command. This command is same as the automatic installation because after installation it is same and you will be able to use ComfyUI on RunPod like this. Once you are able to use ComfyUI, it is same with Windows or RunPod or Google Colab. Only where the files are saved, only where the files are uploaded changes. Everything else is same. It is working perfectly fine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Please join my YouTube channel and support me. It is tremendously important for me. Why? Because my YouTube views are terrible. As you are seeing right now, I am spending huge time. For example, I have been working on training LoRa models on SDXL for days now, and maybe it will be watched very few, but your join support and your Patreon support significantly helping me. When you open this link, you will get to my Patreon page. You will also see the Patreon link in the description of the video and also in the comment section of the video. You see, I have over 300 supporters. I appreciate them very much. They are giving me support to continue producing videos. On Patreon, I have an index page. When you open this is a public page. You will see all of my Patreon sharings. You will see their details. You will see their links. I am sharing very useful resources here. I am explaining them in the videos as well, but this will make your life easier. So this is a little bit incentive for you to support me, but if you support me, I appreciate it very much. Please also comment, share, like, ask me anything you want. If something gets broken, just comment to this video and I will update this Readme file with the newest instructions. Also in this Readme file, you will see our YouTube channel, Patreon page, and my LinkedIn and my Twitter profile. Open them and you can start following me on Twitter, or you can connect me and follow me on LinkedIn. So hopefully see you in another amazing tutorial video. Thank you so much.